Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you happen to be joining us. We are bringing you live coverage here on SSN. My name's Sean Stam, joined by Justin Yaup in the booth, bringing you coverage from Sin City. Justin, how's it going, man?
It's good, Sean. Glad to be here. Glad to be with the folks at home. Ought to be a good night. So make sure you got your DraftKings, whatever sporting betting stuff you got, crack-a-lacking. Be ready to do a little gambling.
Hey, I can't wait for the gambling here from, if you're sitting there on your couch, got the DraftKings going, as well as the gambling we're going to see from the drivers tonight. Only 4 tire sets available. That's going to be about 70% fuel, so should get about 40 laps on that set. We will just have to see, as teams were pretty secretive about that. Going to bring up the race in for you. 1.5 mile track, cookie cutter. 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Great night for racing. This should transition from sunset into nighttime. Justin, what are you excited to see here today?
I think it's the strategy, Sean. A lot of gambling's going to have to go into place tonight. Do you want to try to take a late run at it? Do you want to try to hit the pits early? And you're going to have to be smart with your tires. You can't overrun them or underrun them. Really going to have to play it smart here. Make sure you obviously hit your pit stall clean, get out safe, but make sure to really make sure to watch your pit cycles, and it'll be interesting to see, Sean.
That it will. Who rolls snake eyes here tonight in Vegas? As we have Cornelius Brown actually slapping it on the pole. Cameron King will start right beside Bill, and then Nick Shell, P3, P4, Tyler Myers, Robert D. Hooligan, Joshua, Robbie Bice, Tyler Massey, and then Austin Mice rounding out your top 10. Chris Campbell, Kyler McCarthy, Brandon Moore, William B. Roberts, Josh Small, Alex Pollock, Miguel Campo, Joe Stipe, Chris Emerson, and Pete Woodrum rounding out that top 20. To round out the 21st through the 24th spots, we got Robert, Anthony Lane, Xavier Salgado, and Justin Steves. Before we move on any further into this race, as it looks like that is just now everybody gritting up, I would like to talk about last week's finish. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. I will not ruin it for you, but I got an email back from iRacing support about that finish, about the dead heat at the line, and just to quote them real quick, in regards to timing and scoring, if it looks like it's a dead heat, we do record times beyond what is shown. For example, if the gap is displayed as 000s, the real gap's probably 0.001 or 0.002. Lights are out on the pace car, so I'll try to get through the rest of this real quick. Visually identifying which car touched the finish line first does not work 100% of the time due to latency between machines. These kind of photo finishes on one machine, one car can slightly be ahead and the other machine is slightly behind. It still does not matter. It's what iRacing's timing transponders happen to score. So yeah, that's just a little update on Phoenix last week. Hopefully we're in for just another treat just like that. Another desert duel here tonight, Justin.
Yeah, Las Vegas, it may be a cookie-cutter track, but you're going to have a lot of lanes to run out here. Don't be surprised you see some guys run the bottom and experiment with that. The middle lane is exceptionally fast, but that high side, that's where we're going to make a head of steam, so I wouldn't be surprised if you kind of see everybody figure it out the first couple laps and see some guys up there touch and tickling the wall a little bit later on in this race.
Alrighty, pace car going to dive in for safety. Looks like we are ready for the green flag to come out. Geico zone. Cornelius Brown, Cameron King leading us to the green.
So here we go. Cornelius had a good run at Daytona. Couldn't kind of catch a break there at the end. Going to get a good run here going off into 1 and 2. But don't count out King on the outside here. So we're side by side pretty much all the way through the field. Hale's going to be able to maintain that third spot.
Oh no!
Contact. Save it.
Oh God!
Oh, there it is. The first caution.
This is
Already
two
gonna be brought
different
out.
incidents out on track. The yellow was.
Oh my good gosh.
Oh, that was big time close.
Head on a swivel, baby. Head on a swivel.
I believe the yellow flag came out before this incident even occurred. Let's take a look at Chris Emerson's incident. Yeah, this is back in the pack, so this is what originally brought out the yellow. Here's
Who is that? Holy cow!
Oh, that was a white? I believe could be Anthony Lane who barely missed that. Take another look. Goodness gracious,
Anthony.
I think
Anthony dive to the bottom. I mean, he's down there in the Great Barrier Reef down there diving. Holy cow!
Woo-wee! That could have been so much. Oh,
Bang.
Big contact into the safer barrier inside. That could be a result of what, lower tire pressures, or just track is also pretty cold for what we're running with here today. And then let's take a look at Cameron King's incident as well.
Yeah, and Sean, did we ever figure out there's no quick repairs, correct?
Ooh.
Is that?
I'll pull up the UI
Bang.
here. I'll rewind this rec. Talk us through it, Justin, and I'll take a look at if we do have any fast repairs here today.
Yeah, just hard racing right there with Cornelius Brown and Mr. King here is both battling for the lead there, and King going to catch the awkward end of it. He has it pretty much saved, got it locked down. As you can see, smoke billowing out of that hot rod. So he's got it locked down. You know, great job right there by everybody else of a little bit of wreck avoidance. Good job on everybody else's part. But man, just catches one right there at the end. You know, hopefully that's not going to break a toe angle or something like that. Holy cow, what behind him? Oh, my goodness gracious.
We got some ARCA brakes going on here tonight.
Man, the ARCA braking is hard tonight. Man,
so
that's just tough break right there.
It's a tough break because 0 fast repairs. Yeah, that's big time. But that was lap 1 incident. Let's take a look at the whole green flag kind of fiasco here. As we'll rewind it back and maybe sit back along with maybe where Anthony was running back here and kind of try and dissect this a little bit more, and kind of best aerial cam we have. Actually, we'll hop on board with who was that? Chris Emerson. Yeah, here, just right beside.
Here, going through one. I don't know. I wonder if a little bit of wondering if that's a little bit of touching the old bump and run.
Duck for cover. I mean, that back bumper. Did you see that flickering up through the air? That was way up and beyond the catch fence.
Some lucky fans going home with that whole thing. Somebody break out the Sawzall to fit it in the Honda Fit.
All right, base car lights are back off on that older generation Mustang, but Cornelius Brown, Bill Hales, and Tyler Myers, our top 3, our biggest mover in one lap so far. Back here in 13th, Miguel Campo.
Yeah, Miguel making a good move there. Seen the opportunity and took it, I guess.
Look at him trying to warm him up, because you don't want to be like Chris last lap and kind of self-spin off the exit of 2. It's so tough. I know, Justin, we both ran some Xfinity races here last week, and even though this is one of those cookie-cutter tracks, you mentioned it earlier in the race, Justin, this is by no means a simple mile and a half.
By no means necessary is it cookie cutter by no stretch of the imagination. You better have your belt and your prayers said, because, I mean, it takes one little bump and a run or a little wiggle of the steering wheel and you're cutting it back right. And you're going to you're going to be looking like a rocket going into the walls. We're back green here at Las Vegas.
2 by 2. I don't even know how many rows back as Cornelius Brown takes the inside, but Bill Hales out into the lead. Going to move up to the top of the track, open up the entry here into turn 3 as we're still side by side. See the flames pop out of the exhaust of Cornelius Brown, hard off of the gas.
Yeah, I mean, he is letting go of it, trying to make that inside line work, but Will going to make that top line work as he's going to clear Cornelius coming off 4, and he's going to have the lead as we're going to go lap number 6 here. Side by side through the field as a lot of these guys going to try to get it figured out. You know, I'm wondering here, you know, Massey had a great run last week at Phoenix. I'll be interested to see what he can do here tonight as we're 3 wide. Oh, my goodness. A little bump and run, but the run ain't going to happen.
Oh, I see what you did there. Hang on to it, Josh Small, making the top side work. I didn't think the top would come in that early.
No, I did not. Josh making that outside line work. I'm going to try to get a run. I'm going to try to let the fat kid chasing down the ice cream truck. I could say that. I'm a big guy. I can say that. I can get away with that.
Oh, that's great. I might have to start. Well, I don't know if I get away with it, though, but... Oh, William
we'll let it slide.
Roberts, Kyler McCarthy. Look at this. If you're sitting here in the stands, one of the cardboard cutouts, this is one of the battles that you came to see. The 71 making the high line work, but I bet you his right front tire is not going to be a fan of this, but if he keeps it up 10, 15 laps.
Yeah, and Kyler's looking for a better run. Kind of had a tough weekend last weekend at Phoenix. Great weekend at Daytona, but he's really going to be looking to get after it tonight, trying to make us some head. But how about William Roberts here? He's going to get clear of him on the inside.
Whoa!
Make that pass happen. Really good run there from Roberts.
It looks like we are getting 4 wide to the start-finish line there. Yeah, William up 4 spots since the start of the race, but I saw kind of the corner of my eye out of the booth here. Oh, yeah, look at this run. Robert Hooligan trying to size him up into the corner. That's Nick Schell, as well as Tyler Myers for P2 in front of Nick up here in front. But, oh, is the door open? It is for Robert.
He's
there, I thought. Maybe not.
But I say some of these passes. You remember the movie Nacho Libre?
My favorite movie ever, a matter of fact.
Oh, my gosh. That scene where he's like, and the kind of squeeze. That's what it reminds me like. Whenever they start getting real close off the corner, and I mean nose to tail, bumper to bumper, you squeeze them in there.
Justin and I are good buddies, but I don't think that's something we've ever mentioned as our favorite movies to one another. And the fact you just, I mean, randomly, the Anaconda squeezes. Looks like Robert Hooligan, he may try it again here into turn 1.
Squeeze him. Hit him with a squeeze. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Or if you watch wrestling, there's a guy, his name's Orange Justice. No? No, Orange
Justice?
Cassidy. That's it. No, it's Orange Cassidy.
Oh.
His motto is freshly squeezed.
Now that I understand, that I can get.
Yeah, that was a good one. But they are squeezing the life out of each other up here in the front right now. Holy cow, they are cutting each other off. I mean, fellas, we're 12 laps into a 135-lap race. Let's I understand this racing, but let's keep it clean here. Let's get some laps under our belt. As we're following along here.
This is back in the pack. Brandon Moore and Pete and Chris Campbell. I mean, we have battles side by side all over the track. This is just one of them. As we'll cut up to this Austin mice battle between Josh Small as well as William Roberts. Austin reached out to me because he wanted to let us in the booth here know this is driver sponsored by McConey Setup Shop, and if you are one to run open races, open fixed races in the iRacing universe, make sure you get behind Jeff McConey's Setup Shop. Is, well, I actually have a personal relationship over there with Jeff, and great guy. Can provide you with the setups that you need to win the races, as well as run top 10 here, Bump and Run Vegas.
Appreciate you, Jeff, and all you do for all of us iRacing fellas and ladies out there. We appreciate what you do. Man, these boys and ladies, I don't know if we got any ladies in the field, but these fellas are mixing it up. I mean, we're deep in the pack back here, and we're side by side trying to go for the lead like it's, last lap.
The tires aren't going to love that. Justin, we were talking in our production meeting just a little bit earlier. Sure, I ran that the iRacing Open Xfinity race at Vegas during week 13, and then you had a league race there, and I think that's something that both of us kind of had in common, even in the Xfinity cars, is, I mean, tire wear. It was a killer, and with only 4 sets here today and as clean as these guys run, do you think we're possibly looking at even running out of a set of tires?
It's possible, Sean. You could get down there the nitty gritty time, and next thing you know, you're gonna come in. It's like, where's my tires? You ain't got no tires. So you're gonna have to play it smarter. I just think of the scene from Days of Thunder. Where he's like, I got to pit. You can't pit. Why? We're eating ice cream. So you can pull in, them boys gonna be eating ice cream while you trying to win on some tires, but you ain't got it.
I think that's, we mentioned it pre-race or kind of before the green flag dropped. It's going to be the gambling here today. We're in Vegas. You might as well. I know you got the Nellis Air Force Base right off the backstretch there. So maybe gambling and maybe trying to get the Thunderbird, the air gas flowing in at these next-gen cars is that Tyler Massey scraping the wall? Looks like it.
That ain't a scrape. That's just a love thing.
Oh, that wasn't Tyler Massey. That's our Harvest running driver, the Ford Mustang number 17. He's having a good run today. That was, I think, Joshua or William there behind, but Tyler Massey, nice run.
Yeah, Tyler's having a great run, and it's good for him to have that, especially after the break he had last weekend at Phoenix, man. Tough break. He was running up front, got caught in a late race accident that took him out of that race, but Tyler looking to bounce back strong here tonight.
Joshua Harbaugh, I love how he avoided the dirty air off of the back of Tyler Massey there into the entry of turn 3, then kind of crossed the wake, and then look, he's just setting up the pass here into turn 1. Nice run for the 48, gonna take P8 away from Tyler Massey as we were just talking about him. Sliding up.
Slide job.
Yeah, it's too early for that, but it's happening. And I mean, look at the top side, down the backstretch.
Were they bump drafting coming down the backstretch? I think the 71 and the 23 were bump drafting.
It's a little Daytona-esque here at Vegas. Only 20 laps in.
Oh, Lost Daytona.
Lost Tona? There you go.
Lost Tona, baby. Or Lost Dega.
Yeah.
Lost Dega.
Both of them roll off the tongue pretty well.
They do. Listen, we just need a series of just super speedways. I'd race it every year.
No. I mean,
I'm not talking like 200 laps. I'm talking like maybe like 25, 30, nothing too long. Good little, maybe hour-long race. I'm in.
Be honest with you, Justin, I'm not the biggest fan of the old super speedway because, well, I don't know. It does take patience, and which I have, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people have it. Joshua sliding up the track again, but
23 going to catch the wall there, Campo. Not going to be happy with that move. He'll put that one in the notebook. Golly,
oh my goodness! Put a blanket over this P9 through. These guys must know they're on camera right now because look at this battle. Oh my gosh! Have you
I'd
ever
like to hear the
heard
radio
Vegas?
these guys right now? Holy cow!
You know what? Oh, I mapped this button a long time ago, but here, let's see if this still works here. 1 second. No, I don't think it's working on my little stream deck here, but that I remember that a few months back. I actually tapped into the iRacing drivers radio, and after some of those slide job moves, it was so fun to kind of hear some maybe not so appropriate things said, but it's pretty fun.
No, not suitable for work logo. Going to get added on the stream eventually.
All right, well, we're continuing to battle on. Oh, you got it,
Sean. I am very surprised. We had that wreck early on in this race, and these guys are side by side most of this race here at Sin City. And I mean, it's just clean racing. I mean, and I think it may be accounted up to a little early of, we're not going to get too rowdy right now, but maybe 25 laps to go, you're not going to get the check you need. But it's also crazy how hard these guys are driving when you only got 4 sets of tires, really. So it'll be interesting to watch the rest of this race.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I guess shoot, every single car has those 4 tires except for, I guess, these guys that are. Oh, I just tried to. Yeah, Chris Emerson, Cameron King, and Alex Pollock all out of the race. So, yeah, everybody's still on the same strategy, and we're getting about halfway through that fuel run. I know teams were a little secretive.
Somebody off track there?
Oh, is that Terry? It is, yeah. This is our 25th place running car, and I wonder if Terry got loose there, because that was a lot of smoke.
Caution!
Oh,
On the Speedway.
no!
Mad Dog Graphics. Caution going to come out here at Las Vegas.
Appreciate
Check
you
up,
bringing that
everybody.
up.
Check up.
Yeah, well, we're gonna shout out the old race sponsors here. In this yellow, after we figure out what happened, it looks like Austin Mice here. Oh, this is already spun in front, and then maybe an. Oh God, this is gonna be a hard hit. Oh,
Bang!
oh my gosh, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spins. All right, we're gonna need to back that one up and see it's in the old slow mo.
That carousel ain't got crap on that.
All right, what happens?
Here we go.
You got the 97 up top. You got the car already spinning in front who saves it, and then the 97 gets tagged by. Oh, which car is that? A white Camaro.
Fine.
It's not Terry. Terry's already at the bottom of the track.
Yeah, so that's that. I think Terry spinning did not bring out the caution. That definitely brought out the caution. Terry just kind of catching the break there.
Oh, I think we're saying Tyler Massey. Excuse me, reading that name wrong here, but yeah, here's Tyler Massey's incident. 2 separate spins.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Please no damage. Please no damage. Okay.
Tyler not going to be happy with that one.
He's
But
not going to be happy, but he will be happy with the relatively low damage on that car.
yeah, and then honestly, it could be good case, bad case, because you don't really know Tyler's strategy here. He may try to finish it out here on this set of tires, but man, he's going to be really struggling if he doesn't go in and get a pit. And holy Moses, on a rocket powered pogo stick, everybody went in.
It did. This is the race off pit road. Tyler Myers beating Cornelius Brown, Robbie Bice, Nick Shell, Robert D. Hooligan, Josh Small, Bill, Brandon Moore, and then Joshua and William B. Roberts rounding out your top 10.
So Sean, if this is you, what are you doing? You taking 4 tires? You taking 2 tires? What would your strategy be here, bud?
Shoot, you have to with as green as this race has run already. You sacrifice a set in iRacing when you take just one side, because it kills the. Well, sure, you can still come in for the other side if you take rights, can come in for those lefts, but I see myself taking 4 here and just kind of keeping on strategy with what should be everybody else. Tyler Myers, yeah, these guys are all taking 4, so that's really a timely caution as well, Justin, because we were starting to get into what could have been green flag stop time, and had 1 or 2 of those in the old B Open last week, and they're tougher than you think here in Las Vegas. How to get that car woed down from 170 to 55, 50 miles per hour, I believe pit road speed limit is.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get it woed up. Most of the time you can kind of spin around the back of the track here, but not this place. You got to come off forward, make sure you got it checked up and make sure you're out the way. But good job there of everybody keeping it straight and keeping it clean and green. And, man, hate that for some of them guys, but good thing we got it straightened back up. We're gonna have a lot of more great racing coming at you.
Well, we can real quick take a look at the driver cams. Oh, it's only producer cam today, and well, this is what I'm looking at here. Got all my cameras over here. Got timing, scoring, as well as cannot do it without the stream deck. So I don't know. We don't have the driver cams or anybody who signed up for it today, but a little behind the scenes action. It's pretty neat, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a little bit different. I would probably show my camera, but I don't want to break anybody else's camera, so
Oh, no.
we're just
Oh man.
so we'll leave that to be. I gotta get a new computer, man. Mine, I swear, gotta start this baby up. We're back green here at Las Vegas. We'll worry about my computer later, unless it starts trying to take off like an Apache helicopter here in a minute. But Cornelius Brown going to get back to the lead after Tyler Myers going to slip just a little bit coming to the green flag and can't do that next to Cornelius. Side by side for the P3 spot. Bice and Shell going to go at it once again. Good looking. Going to try to take advantage here as we're coming to lap number 30 of 135.
Got that Reddick kind of paint scheme of Tyler Myers there back up front. And, man, Cornelius Brown made the outside work. Oh, he's getting super tight into the wall. Oh, my gosh. I think he bottomed out the tunnel turn there in turn 1. That could be the end of Cornelius's run here today, because he had a great run going, as that's another driver getting really tight behind Joshua, looks like.
They're side by side. Good racing right here, man. They are keeping it clean and green as Cornelius going to lose a couple spots there.
This is going to open up the door. P3. Robert.
Hooligan. Shell. Back and forth. They go.
Man, who gives way into 3? I know you're just burning up that right front. The pressures, the temperatures are going to get even more mad at you, but trying to get that spot there if you're Nick Shell there on the outside, but it doesn't seem to be happening. A little bit of, well, they avoid the side draft as they head back into 1. Robert on the low side. Nick Shell just a little bit up the hill. Justin, you mentioned got 2 to 3 lanes to work here in Vegas. I'm just surprised at how early they are coming in with not that much rubber on the track. Only 32 coming to 33 laps in as battle for the lead continuing to heat up.
Yeah, the 2 monster cars seem to go at it here. Yeah.
Is that teammates, you think? I mean, different manufacturers, but the way they're racing, a little bump draft into turn 1.
That's got to be illegal.
Oh!
Gotta be bumped. Oh, locks him up. Good save, Bice. Robbie, Bice. Bice is nice, baby. Bice is nice, but that's going to allow the field to get caught up to him. Right. Breathing aside there, side by side still.
Man, I wanted to get to thank the sponsors real quick, but we'll have to do that once the racing has calmed down. Look, we are now at 2 by 2 once again. Got Cornelius Brown on the bottom. After a little bit of contact with the outside safer barrier, his car seems to still have some pace to it, running P6 at the moment. And Josh Small now up 11 spots.
Dude, I'm telling you, that turn 2 right there, you come off there with a head of steam, you better watch out that wall come out and poke you right between the eyeballs. You best be watching out. They're still side by side for 3rd place. How long can they keep this up?
Well, it doesn't help you got the tunnel going into the track right underneath it. And with the Warren asphalt, these diffusers on the back of these next gens, they'll bottom out and it just sends you right there up the track, as we saw it happen with Cornelius Brown. And look at Brian Huntley Jr. That SVG number 88, he coming out of nowhere. Be up to P6.
He's making that high line work for him real good. Just a wonder how long he's gonna be able to make that thing work. But man, he is doing the best he can right now for what he's gotten. He's making it happen. Cornelius Brown is dropping. I don't know. I'm wondering if, he did a little something there with the tire pressures or what. But dude, he has gotten some dirty air and he cannot find a rhythm to get back up there.
I'd like to see here Cornelius Brown. Maybe we get a zoomed in look at his right side here this time by. He's got another driver coming into the pits. Yeah, I don't really see too much damage on those fenders, Toe's got to be handling all right if he's, yeah, look at the speed in it. Still making the high line work on that number 98 Ford Mustang.
Yeah, he's got that golf hot rod and grooving right on around through there.
That's what I was just about to say. I mean, how often do you see golf there on a NASCAR, especially next gen?
Yeah, you don't see much of them. That's more of a road thing, but it's still cool to see.
All right, battle for P2 starting to heat up between Josh Small, Robbie Bice. That Monster Energy number, is that the 28 it is on the bottom of Robbie. Maybe sliding up just a little bit, gets a little tight, is going to present Josh Small to probably take that spot. Has, well, got the even run to him, but should have the momentum off of turn 4 here. And, Brian Huntley Jr., I want whatever setup he's running here today, because he has gone plus 21 spots.
Yeah, you're wondering Yeah, you're wondering if Brian figured something out there. He may have just had a rough lap there on the old qualifying lap, and it just put him back in the field. But listen, he's making a head of steam, and he's got that 88 work figuring out. He must be sitting there like Dale Jr. did.
I think
Go to
he's
the bottom,
probably
Brian.
feeling like
Go to
him
the
right
bottom.
now. I mean, look, he's looking like he can see the air coming out of the back of these next-gen cars. He doesn't listen to Justin now. He's going to stick up top.
Go in the middle. Dang, man. I don't ever listen to the announcers. Listen, I think after last week we cursed them all, and they ain't happy with us.
Oh boy, Robbie Bye slid
Bang!
up the track there, and you saw Brian Huntley
Hit him
had to really
again!
adjust his line, but now we're side by side for the lead. Ford versus
Where did
Toyota.
Small come from? Holy cow!
Where did he come from? Where did he go? Shoot, where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe? He's up to P1.
Where did you come from, Mr. Small? Holy cow, here he comes on the outside. Huntley going to look to the inside for P2. Myers going to try to fend it with his purse. Holy cow. Boss is looking at the front like, where the heck did these guys come from?
Yeah, he's getting swamped up here, and I think we're starting to see the difference between either some adjustments that these guys made in the pit stops or even long run setups versus short run. I mean, we're coming to Vegas. Not sure why you wouldn't have that long run setup here today, but if anything, that short run setup could save you rolling the dice. Try and get that late race caution, but looks like Josh Small has a little bit longer run setup in his car as he's now back up front. Tyler Myers looking out the outside, gets some clean air on the nose of that Toyota Camry, and then Brian Huntley Jr. up to P3 now, plus 22 spots on the day.
Yeah, Brian has come to life here in this I guess, real second stage, as we'll call it. But Myers, Small, well, Myers has been up front, but Small and Huntley, I mean, we got some players up here now that ain't been really doing the playing. These boys are doing the hunting now. Is Huntley looking, sniffing. He can see the lead, and he wants it. He's like a shark with blood in the water. He wants that lead badly. Oh, Myers. Little wiggle there coming off the corner. He's going to save it, keep it moving forward.
Huntley driving this track like he owns the place, but I believe I saw he's from up there in New Jersey. Oh my goodness, gonna get a little. Oh, he's there! Quarter. Oh, that could have been huge.
Block.
Oh yeah, Robbie Bice, Tyler Myers now is. Tyler is probably trying to recuperate himself after what could have been with Brian.
Brian, don't go over there. He'll hit you with a monster can after the race. Don't do it.
Oh boy, that was so close, but we could be seeing. I guess it's about time for ones to watch. I'd like to ask everybody here that's joining us live here on Stam Studio Network. Coming to lap 47, who is your one to watch? I got to take that Red Bull. I think we're going to see Red Bull in victory lane here tonight.
Yeah, he is really making it happen. For me, I think you're going to have to watch that 98. He's stuck back here in some back traffic, but if he gets out front, we've seen how dominant he was. He was dominant early, but man, I think you got to go with that 88. That's a great pick. He has really made some hay since the beginning of this race. How many spots did you say he was up?
Cornelius Brown now actually minus 6 spots. Brian Huntley is our huge mover. Matter of fact, to the lead now is what in the heck just happened with Tyler?
Whoa! Small go.
Let's take a look. What was that? Does he get
I
loose?
lost it off too.
Ooh!
Lost it off too. Good save, Tyler. Good save, buddy.
Wait, that's going into turn 3. That was such a weird moment for that to happen, but regardless, great save. Unless that was... okay, we're going to cut back to live because these guys are still going at it. This is into turn 3 this time. This is bump and run, guys.
A blanket.
The series name, if you don't like it, I mean, then this... What are you doing watching? Because we are 3 wide for P5, side by side for the lead on the left side of your screen. It does not get much better than this, even if we tried.
Yeah, these guys are really getting after it. They're doing a great job of keeping it clean between one another. Heck of a job, fellas. Heck of a job.
I mean, you're one to watch already. Cornelius Brown up there back into P4. As we could be getting 3 wide. Oh, I thought Bill Hayes was going to get his nose chopped off. Cornelius thinking better of it.
Easy.
We still got so long to go here, boys. Keep it clean, but they're doing it somehow.
Holy cow. How are they doing this, man? I'd have done wadded this baby up in the wall. I'd have hit the inside wall, hit the outside wall. I mean, it's not just 2 or 3 cars up here battling. I mean, there's a whole host of them. I think really the top 10 really right there, you could throw a blanket over these guys. And they're all in contention right now for the lead. Great racing here from the Bump and Run series on a Tuesday night at Las Vegas.
Got Rosa Lee here in the chat rooting for it. Brian Huntley Jr.'s. Oh my!
Oh!
Smoke flying! Oh, that somehow not going to bring out a debris caution. This is when the tires are begging for dear life, Justin. I mean, trying to run side by side at this point in the run, you're just asking to slide up in that car that's running the outside line. As looks like Robert Christopher side by side once again here into turn 1. Oh, this is going to be tight.
Easy, fellas. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it green. Let's not get crazy.
I'll give it to these bump and run guys. Out of every single oval league I broadcast for, these guys, they know how to do exactly what you just said, Justin. They know how to keep it clean because, I mean, the I ratings in here ranging from 1,000 to 3,200, all A-class drivers except for, looks like just one. So this is what you come to expect here in Bump and Run. Love this tight racing for second place. All throughout.
Yeah, it's crazy watching these guys. I mean, they're keeping it, between one another. It seems like they're racing really good with one another. Proud of these guys, and man, they are putting on a show for you folks out there in YouTube land.
YouTube land, shouting out everybody who's making it here today, as well as Justin joining me up in the booth as we are 3 wide heading into turn 1.
Yeah, Kyler's struggling, man. It seems like he is doing everything he can to keep it pointed straight.
These cars are like, homing missiles. You just try to get them set up straight into the next corner. That goes for road courses as well as ovals, and we're going to try and get a driver eye cam this time by. Let's see here. Gyro's going to be close enough as Kyler McCarthy were on board. It just doesn't do it justice, does it, Justin? Because hopping on board with Brandon Moore here, watching these cars from the TV cameras and the cutting down and up the track, it doesn't seem like all that much, but when you are behind one of the wheels of these next-gen cars, it takes every little bit out of you. And I don't know about you, Justin, but after an oval race, after even a 40-lapper, I'm mentally, physically exhausted.
Yeah, let me tell you, I was trying my best the other week to do this, and it took one wiggle, and that thing torpedoed into the wall, like a kamikaze plane, into the wall, and it just took me out.
It happens so quick, doesn't it? You're running 170, getting upwards of 180, especially in those Xfinity cars. That's
those Xfinity, man, I love them, but man, they are a handful.
They're such a handful. It's what some people wish that the Cup racing was, but I got to applaud NASCAR for the work that they put into this next-gen car. Sure, the opening race season really wasn't all that best, and we're still working on some short track package fixes, but I love to have the difference between the two. And even though the truck right now drives a little bit more like the Cup car, I think that's completely okay. Get these young guys used to it early. As we have another is side by side for P5. Another fan in YouTube chat, JT65 Sports, saying, I like Myers to find a way up to the front and win this thing. Also complimenting the great broadcast. So, hey, shout out there, Justin. I think we're doing something right.
Appreciate you. Who's that?
That's a JT, I believe that was. Well, shout out.
What's up, JT? Appreciate you watching, man. I'll be in the chat here in a little bit. Dude, these guys, that right front's got to be screaming, dude. They are side by side for I don't even know how many laps now, but look who's sneaking back up in here to the picture, running that very, very high line. Cornelius Brown, man. He was stuck back there in some dirty. Make it 3 wide, Cornelius. There you go. Make it 3 wide.
He must know you got the house on him here today as well as the Children's College Funds, but that could very well be the car that's going to end up in victory lane. Of course, easy for me to say now as he passes my pick for the win, or one to watch early on. Cornelius Brown, nice, back up to P3.
Well, I don't get a lot of these picks right, but it's about like picking March Madness, picking a race sometimes.
Just got the endless kind of bracket flow, but look at I want to know what's underneath that hood. He's working on P2 now around the outside.
Got the nitrous, baby, the nitrous. Got the turbo on there. He figured something out.
Got the RFK supercharger, whatever it may be. Cornelius
got the whip.
98 up to P2.
Here he comes, Myers.
Oh no!
Myers.
Oh no! Save it! Save it!
There's a bump.
Save it, boys.
Oh, Small checked up big time back there. Somebody threw the boat anchor out on him. Oh my goodness gracious.
That was Christopher with a massive save after that incident. We're gonna keep it green. I wanted this to be kept green so bad because we're getting very, very close to these green flag pit stops. 3 wide heading out of turn 2.
Oh, save it, Small. Don't click it sideways. Attaboy, good job. Keep it straight. And there's
Christopher just lost how many spots in 1 lap? Oh man, he was up there P8, now dropping to P16.
Yeah, he lost the boatload there. Not the way you draw it up on the old scoreboard there, but hey, got a lot of race here. We still got a lot of this. We're gonna go back on board here. Yeah, he gets. That's just a tough case there, checking up so you don't get involved. As it could have been a lot worse. 53 going to keep it safe there. Drift up the racetrack. The 94 kind of the wrong man at the wrong time there. You hate that for him, but he does a good job of keeping it straight. Now we'll have to check on the damage there. It looks like the right front's caved in just a little bit. Left front's got a little damage. I don't know how much that'll affect the rest of his race.
Especially the right side of the car, the right front on these next gens. Oh, that's a super sensitive area. iRacing will simulate just about everything that they can, and they do. Laser scan these cars and tracks, so I think that's going to kill, unfortunately, the pace of Christopher's. Battle for the lead once again heating up. And
Cornelius!
Ooh.
Yeah, and you're wondering right there if Brian kind of laid back a little bit. Tires started getting a little bit worn, but Cornelius hung back there. He was stuck in some dirty air for a while, but he's found some clean air, and he's found him a line to drive up right to the back bumper of Mr. Myers, and he is knocking on the back bumper.
Man, once again, I see what you did there, and look at that. I think what you did.
What a move! What a move!
I think a little Bob Dylan magic coming out to help Cornelius Brown. So is Justin Yaw magic. Out to the front goes his pick in the 98.
Attaboy. Hey, Myers, let's go. Keep putting on a show.
All right, come on,
I'm
Brian.
on the headset
go.
Fine. These things got 5 gears. Now, listen, I ain't going to lie. I messed up the other night. I decided to run a mini stock race in Charlotte, and I did not know the mini stocks had 5 gears. So here I am trying to run down everybody in 4th gear on the chip around the backstretch. Everybody else in 5th gear. I still finished P4. Very impressive, somehow or another.
Yeah, I think you may have got it figured out, that 4th gear, at least whatever setup that was on with the gear ratios, because, running
that
the chip
was screaming.
Getting P4?
I thank half the field for taking each other out. It was a rookie race. I was trying to hide that also. King Arthur break-ins. Man, they're still side by side back here.
I hate that we haven't really. We've cut off of the lead a little bit, but now we'll do it once again. We got Chris Campbell going at it with the 24. Kyler McCarthy. Now William Byron-esque looking neon yellow scheme, trying to make the bottom work. And I pulled up the graphics on the bottom right side of the screen. These guys all last pit on lap 25, coming to lap 70. Again, teams were pretty secretive on the runs that they could do. Whoa, sliding up the hill was that for Brandon Moore. Here we go. This is on cue. Robert Hooligan going to start the pit cycle here for us.
Yeah, Hooligan going to be the first to dive off in there, and you're going to wonder, you know, how far will these guys be willing to push it? You know, we got right at lap 70, pit window 35, 40 laps, and a lot of these guys can be really pushing it. We had a late caution there, I guess, in a stage one, if you want to call it that. So a lot of these guys have been running a lot of laps on these tires. And to be interested to see when a lot of these guys start ducking off. It's McCarthy checking up there.
All right, here we go. Kyler McCarthy into the pits. Anthony Lane as well. Robert Hooligan should be finishing up his pit stop. That's such a cool racer last name right there. Hooligan. But this is all going to come down to how good you are able to get on and off pit road, especially, I mean, these next-gen cars, sure, the brake calipers much bigger, but it takes a lot to get the thing slowed down as we're on board with the leader, Cornelius Brown. Keeping it a little safe there. I like that.
Woed up.
Yeah.
Woed up.
He's going to lose some time here to what was P2 of Tyler Myers, but I like that. Without a rabbit to chase in front of you, don't get caught speeding here in a race that you're so dominant in.
Yeah, he'll gladly pull that baby off into the pits, get him some fresh Goodyears, a lot of Sunoco fuel, and try to work his way back up to the front. If it all cycles back, he's got a good chance of doing that.
It looks like Brian Huntley as well as, oh boy, does he get, oh no. No fast repairs, so that's going to be a bit of damage for Bill there. I'm going to try and back up, see what happened as we kind of caught that a little bit late. But Bill, Miguel, Brian, Nick, Robbie Bice, Xavier, as well as Robert coming into the pits now. Do you think that Bill got a penalty there possibly, Justin?
I'm wondering, he come in, did he get, oh my goodness.
Hang on to her, buddy.
He just kind of binked it. He didn't really hit it too hard, but you're wondering there, the commitment line, he was. Yeah.
All right, now the race leader, Brandon Moore, Joe Stipe, Pete Woodrum, Justin Steves into the pits. This will leave Robert Hooligan to come around to his already pit, cycle out to the lead with Joshua right there behind what will cycle out to P2, 1.5 seconds back, and then looks like Tyler Myers making his way up to P3. Actually, Tyler Myers getting around Cornelius Brown on this whole cycle.
So Hooligan going to be out there. Has we checked? Is 48 pitted yet?
48 pitted. Let's double check. It looks like it. Yeah, 48's going to cycle back around.
So here we go. Brown's going to have a little work to do. McCarthy took that gamble a little bit early and is paying off. He's in P5 right now. And Huntley, that 88 hot rod's got some steam in it. I mean, he is really making that low line work tonight. So it'll be interesting to watch and see what else could come of it and see what happens. He's side by side with McCarthy, and he's going to clear him. Got 3 knocks before somebody gets the bumper according to Earnhardt.
That was just good. I know we brought up that graphic earlier, but I didn't really think too much of it. As this thing starts to tick down just a little bit more, and Kyler right on the back bumper here of Brian Huntley Jr. Keep that in mind. Brian Huntley not scared to use the old bump and run tactic.
Nah, that's why they invented a bumper.
Yeah, I don't know if Brian's the owner or just one of the admins here in Bump and Run, but I think that makes it even tougher to race against the man himself because, gosh, Justin, you slide that right front under maybe some braking into the corner or whatever it may be, just misjudge it. That would be the last guy I want to get into is, oh boy, Kyler getting right on the back bumper of Brian. He's not scared.
Nah, he's really working that wheel through 1 and 2. Let's watch him as he goes off in 3 and 4. Watch him work that wheel a lot.
It's
not
all
really
in the
haven't
micro
adjusted.
adjustments in the next gen, isn't it?
Yeah, you can really play around with it. Your force feedback comes a lot into play there. A lot of throttle control. I've noticed a lot of these are a lot like a dirt late model. You got to have a lot of throttle control coming off and on the corner. You get on it a little too late, it'll cause a couple guys to pass you. Get on it too quick, and you're going around in the corner. So a lot of throttle control, and making sure you hit your marks going around through there, and not trying to stress it too much too early in the run.
I think that's why we see a lot of the Cup Series drivers now. I remember seeing an interview with Kyle Busch, and he even was talking with Chase Elliott, or he referenced. I mean, these drivers had to completely change their driving style once this next gen came out, and like you just said, Justin, it's all in the throttle control, very reminiscent of kind of some dirt racing. And well, as we reference some real life racing, I'd like to congratulate the Wood brothers on their 101st win over there, Josh Berry, at this very track this weekend. That was so cool to see if you caught into that.
Yeah, them guys. Listen, Josh Berry put on a show this weekend. I mean, he drove through the field. And I mean, that 21 just didn't come in there with a lucky chance to win. They come in there and, I mean, dominated. Him and Suarez put on some good racing, and Barry really, really made me a believer at him. I knew he was a believer when he was running super late models junior, and then went to Xpandy for a while. Had a couple of different rides, but Josh is a heck of a driver. And congrats to them guys.
Oh boy, I'm kind of sweating my bet here a little bit, because Brian Huntley is 1.3 seconds back behind your one to watch, and we're getting a 3 wide, or what could be 3 wide battle for the lead, or 2 wide back here for P2. And my gosh, look at the Reddick machine. Well, actually Tyler Myers, but making it look like Tyler Reddick up there on the top line, and the momentum off of the corner exit. I mean, my goodness. Does that Camry have it? Monster Energy might be just in the fuel tank. Tyler Myers here today.
Yeah, Tyler's really got that car working good, and Hooligan's no slouch. Robert's been having a great run the past couple of weeks. Especially at Daytona was up front. Had a tough break last weekend at Phoenix, but man, he's really had some good runs. I'm not surprised to see that number 126 hot rod up front. But here comes Myers. You best watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout, because Tyler Myers is coming.
And he is telling you why.
Man, he's going to make the pass there. Is Hooligan going to relinquish the lead? But look, here's a coming in fourth.
No fair, man. No fair.
He got some of that Rusty's on there.
He does. And maybe some more throttle control, longer run setup. The right sides are obeying. Joshua and Robert maybe not so happy with the way that they've been driven so far. Here comes the 98 around the outside of the 48. Does he have the momentum, or are they going to side draft each other once again? Oh, it's not. Nothing there for the 48. Easy pass around the outside. Cornelius Brown up to P3, looking out around the outside of P2. Can he get a 2 for 1 in one lap? He can.
Yes,
oh my
sir.
Gosh.
Cornelius Brown has got some hubbub to him. That car is working real, real well. Man, I'm curious to see. Right now, Myers and Brown have really been the class of the field tonight. So I'll be interested to see if Tyler Myers can maybe hold off Cornelius for a little bit here. Or does Cornelius get a good run? If you notice, he's kind of running that middle line, and he's really making it work. So be curious to see if Myers maybe picks a different line here. If he just hangs to the bottom, we're on board with Cornelius Brown. He's really hugging that bottom.
And this is driver eye camera. This is just the view that you will see if you get that iRacing membership yourself. And I mean, Cornelius Brown has this gap now down to 1/10 of a second, getting all sorts of clean air on the nose of his Ford Mustang. That wake gonna cross up, but ooh, you got to be careful coming off the apron. That diffuser loves to bottom out, but makes it happen. Makes it cleanly, excuse me, is now going to look down the outside again. He's going to be on the rear fender. He's door quarter with him.
They're coming down the back stretch. Here they come, turns 3 and 4. They're side by side for the lead. Myers on the bottom, Brown on the outside. And Harbaugh going to be sitting there in the third spot. He's just kind of hoping maybe these two get together and he can maybe squeeze on by, but don't count out Hooligan. Had another great run. He's right there in the mix. But don't count out that 88. He's not too far back. All it's going to take is a little bobble and maybe a little wide up here between the top four, and Huntley going to be right there sniffing at the front.
Got to be careful not to burn him up too early. As man, Las Vegas, a super abrasive track. Justin, you might have said it best there. Joshua hanging out P3, now just 0.3 of a second back. Don't look now, but Robert Hooligan also there, just half a second back from P3. So gaps continuing to shrink as, well, handling is starting to become a factor here in Las Vegas. Going to bring up on the right side of the screen the last time these guys pit. Believe that was, let's see here, yeah, lap 70 for lots of these drivers. So, oh boy, you don't want to cook these tires too early, but the way that these drivers have driven and the pace out of these front runners, it's hard to believe that they're not overcooking them too early.
Yeah, and I feel like you're going to have another caution later on in this race. I don't think we're done with caution, so you're really going to have to make sure don't cook these tires too much. Wait to the caution, and there may not. And so if that's the case, we're going to probably see some late green flag stops to maybe get a little bit better handling hot rod and maybe a little bit better fuel mileage. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see who gambles and maybe tries to take the long run, do the legato strategy of trying to stretch it out.
Within like an open iRacing like official race, that's hard. That's so hard because you have no clue how the field races each other, no matter what split you may be in. But I feel like this is a little bit easier to tell, as now looks like side by side for the lead once again. Tyler Myers, Cornelius Brown. But it's easier to tell because you race these guys week in and week out. You know just kind of the driving style, and as well as clean as the field is. I mean, I feel like you kind of have to bank on really no yellow, because this is great clean racing. We've only banged fenders just a couple times here today, and I mean, Tyler Myers now running in the dirty wake of Cornelius Brown this time out of turn 3. He's making it work and not slapping the wall on exit. Just knows what his Toyota Camry has and gonna be there at the end of the race.
Yeah, you got to be there at the end of the race. That's the main focus. You got to be there at the end of the race. If you feel like it's a little bit too much of everybody getting racing early, back out. Let it get there. Let them fight it out. Be there at the end, because guess what? That's when the checkered flag is. You're not going to win on lap 1 unless it's a one-lap shootout. Then all my theory goes out the dang window. But you got to be there for the checker, or the white flag and the checkered flag, because that's the two that count.
I know that we had 4 tire sets available. What we've taken, is that 2 already? Oh boy, oh my gosh. You saw the tire smoke come out of Cornelius Brown, got into turn 1 way too deep. But Justin, is that right? Do we only have 2 tire sets available for these guys?
We do. Only got 2 left, so really got to be smart. You don't want to burn them up right now to go in and take a set and everybody dive off at the last second. Juke you out, so make sure you keep your car, keep your tires clean, keep them green, and let's try to get to another pit cycle, and hopefully it'll be under caution, because if you come in under green, it'll be a little tough, but we can make something happen. And I'll be interested to see how much further these guys really start pushing these hot rods. I don't think we've seen the end of aggressiveness yet, and that level is just going to get put to 10, and the risks are going to be a lot more higher.
Yeah, we're getting to just about 20 laps on this run now. I saw earlier, just about 5 or 10 laps ago, the pit graphic come up on the bottom of the screen. So we had a few drivers try and come in, maybe a 2-tire stop. But this is what we mentioned earlier in the race, Justin. Are you going to gamble out here in Vegas with now 25 laps on the tires? Let's see. We're at lap 95 out of 135, so do you split this kind of final run in half, or do you bank on that caution? I know I kind of played it off earlier, but it could be any second with as close as these cars are running. We still have Miguel Campo, Tyler McCarthy side by side into turn 1.
Side by side, these two have been going at it a lot for this race, and they have not checked up yet.
And that's what I'm saying for the 24. I mean, how is he making that right front work this thing this far into the run? I mean, look at that. He's still got the pace on corner entry. Is it there on corner exit? Let's see. I mean, it very well looks like it as he gets a little bit of help from, I believe that's Chris Campbell behind, or Nick Shell in the yellow and black. Oh, no, that's a Ford Mustang. Okay, that looked like a Camaro. Yeah, that is the 58 Nick Shell. As spots continuing to switch between Miguel Kyler, 6th and 7th is this battle. Justin, I don't think we've done it yet here tonight, or I know we haven't. We're just going to approach lap 99 now. I think it's time for a quick little crank it up.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. Justin and I will be right back here on SSN. Crank it up. Here these V8s come to life here in Sin City, Las Vegas. Oh, never mind,
Caution!
Justin. Come back. Come back. What timing is that?
Small just took a big bump.
Dang, that's what you're 3 for 3 here tonight. Another good one, Justin. I see what you're doing.
Woo!
Josh Small running by himself. Looks like this is out of turn 3. The body. Oh, not even his fault. Heavy contact.
Bang! Who was that? Who got it? Oh, what a move! Bob and weave, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, baby.
It could be Pete Woodrum. Matter of fact, it was. This is late to it. Slowed down. Look at, oh, big damage. Thankfully, no cardboard cutout sitting over there, as they would have had a mouthful of debris. Let's back this up here real quick and see what happens. This is Pete Woodrum.
Yeah, Pete right here in the number 3, the Team Conti Hot Rod.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, my.
Whoa,
goodness.
whoa. I thought he was going to
I'm
just
wondering.
self-spin there, but hang on now, guys. What?
I'm wondering if Pete there was trying to get into the pits.
Okay.
And the
good
97
call.
just didn't check up and bam!
I know you don't.
That's
have
how
sound,
race cars are
Justin.
born.
Let's see if he's definitely off the pace.
And that's how race.
What in the heck?
Yeah, I'm wondering if he was trying to get to the pit and was trying to get it loaded up, but he just, took a licking.
I'm trying to get the speed differential for you guys at home here, for especially, the ones that may not have iRacing, and I think this is the best I can do. I mean, okay, there's the 8. He flies out of the picture, so yes, Pete off the pace, and then, he's not at the bottom of the track to get into the pits. That's just a dangerous scenario. That is very reminiscent of Alex Bowman and Cody Ware 2 or 3 years back in the Cup Series. What could have been just that incident there. So
Yeah, that's a tough race there, a tough ender for all those guys. Is Smile at one point he was up front leading this race. That's a tough break to go out on right there.
okay, left pit lane is this. Okay, this should be the race off of pit road, just what we missed while we were taking a look. Cornelius Brown barely beating, that's a Ford Mustang, and then Tyler Massey and Tyler Myers there. Looks like Tyler Massey's back into the pits. Oh, that's the 17, the Harvest mobile. So, that was once again right to where what could have been some green flag stops. I guess that's going to throw some green flag stops out of the window today, unfortunately. Hopefully these drivers not going to pull a me the last time I raced in, I believe that was the last broadcasted race. Justin, I worked my way up on 1.5 miles from last to, I was leading, did not account for the green-white checkers on the fuel tank, and, well, I had to come back in on damn near the last lap of the race, and, well, that wasn't fun.
I don't know how to get to the front, honestly and truthfully. I'm gonna hang out in the back and hope for the best.
All right, I think it's time for it. Lights are out, I know it, but let's shout out the sponsors that bring this possible for you here today. Admin Box, got as well as Extreme Scoring, Mad Dog Graphics, Bearded Bear Hides, And it's not listed there, but something just a little bit more special to me, a race to stop suicide. So appreciate everybody joining in, and if you're newer here on SSN, go ahead and check us out. Make sure you drop a like if you like what you see, and if you don't, let us know in the comments below, and we'll definitely get that fixed for you. Subscribe button hanging right there as well, as the green flag is now hanging out in front. Cornelius Brown,
Get him
Miguel
going again,
Campo.
Buster.
Here we go, boys. What could be the last restart of today? Cautions breed cautions, though, Justin. Remember that.
Oh my gosh, let's not even get going on that. Holy cow. Cautions breed cautions. That one, shout out to my buddies JT and David. They're watching. Cautions breed cautions. I don't know if y'all know that. Oh, big bump there from Hotley.
And
you got a new player up there. Anaconda squeeze. We got a new player up here. How about Campo? He's been in the back, but he got a little gamble there, and he's fighting for the lead with Cornelius Brown as they golf into 1 and 2.
No kidding. Where did Campo come from? He's been flirting with, the front pack, but here we see it. Tea breakfast, is that a 1 at the end of that twitch?
Nah, that's a 1 breakfast lunch. Hang on, I'm going to watch the stream. Hang on. We're going to go watch the stream. That's what we need to do. We need to get some of these guys on Twitch, see if we can get them in here and have an in-race reporter.
Oh, I'm saying, yeah, go up in his chat. Justin, while you're doing that, I'll cover our lead battles here. We got Campo trying to make the bottom work, but going to be a little bit tougher in that dirty wake of Cornelius Brown. As we now look at the rear cam out of Miguel Campo. Got Tyler Myers, Brian Huntley Jr., Joshua Higbaugh. All of these drivers can throw a blanket over for the lead battle. As we are side by side, Joshua, Robert Hooligan, who's going to lift here a little bit earlier on, or are they going to make the tires pay for it? Looks like Joshua making that bottom stick. Here comes Robert on the outside. There goes, you see the momentum working for him. Here comes the 24 of Kyler McCarthy right behind.
Yeah, that fence is really starting to come into play. That high side really starting to make some hay up there. But again, you got to start wondering about tire wear. We got 30 laps left, so I don't think tire and pit window go out the window, really.
Yeah.
So I think it's all. Oh, we got a little bump there. I don't know who that was. A little smoke come up, but man, it's out the window now. It's all. You got your cards down. You're playing 21, and the dealer's winning. You better get after it.
Yeah, you better start rolling some. I know a different casino game there, but rolling some snake eyes. Hitting the roulette table, getting some 0 or double 0 looks like Miguel Campo. Oh my gosh, cut down the dog leg. Little defensive move is now that shuts Tyler out. Gonna force him to the outside of the track. Brian Huntley Jr. Gonna look down the inside. Oh, slides up the track, almost contact.
Vegas is one of them tracks, man. It can get slippery real quick, and it provides a lot of different lines for these guys to kind of pick and choose where they want to go. And, as this race has gone on, we kind of seen everybody spread out, kind of find a different line. And for Cornelius Brown, it seems to be that bottom line. He really likes that, especially through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. He kind of runs that middle lane. Myers has been glued to the bottom unless he has got stuck out on the outside. But Brian Huntley has just kept his left front all over that white line at the bottom, and he may have to try to get a little round. But how about this battle right here? I mean, these guys right here, what is that, 7th through like 11th? I mean, they're all right there together.
These guys know that, they've ran through this race all race long, and they know that this tire wear is coming. The sand that gets blown on to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's right in the desert. This place is like sandpaper on top of asphalt. Never a good look. But who has a good look right now is Miguel Campo to the inside. That was Tyler Myers to the inside of Miguel Campo. Tyler Myers now up to P2. Don't count him out just yet, as we are just now 25 laps to go from this duel in the desert. Part 2 from last week's duel in the desert.
Campo's not letting that P2 go easy. He's making Myers work real hard for it. And if you're Cornelius Brown, you're saying, good boys, keep racing back there. But these two guys are not letting Cornelius Brown get way too far out there. They're keeping it close. Eventually, somebody's going to make a way, or somebody's going to cause a caution.
Oh my God!
Save it. What a save.
He's catching air. He's doing there. He saved it. Oh my gosh, Miguel.
What a save. Huntley going to go to P2. Holy cow, what a move. He's seen his chance and he took it. Holy cow, what a move. So here comes Huntley. He's in P2, going to try to run down our leader, Cornelius Brown. Campo going to lose it, go through the grass. Huntley got ahead of Steen, going to look to the inside of Myers of the golf into 1 and 2. What a save there from Miguel Campo. But unfortunately, going to kind of be a damper on tonight's race.
Look at, I mean, this thing almost caught some Tyler Reddick air last time at, I believe that was Vegas he was flipping. Look at that thing, getting on 2 wheels.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Good save there. As Huntley Jr. going to try to run down the leader. Brown got a little over half a second here on him. Go by the stripe.
We're looking 3 wide, a bit deeper in the pack. I know I said that these guys are clean racers, Justin, but at this time, I think it's elbows out, giving it all that you got. Do you roll some snake eyes? Do you roll what's the specific number that you betted on in roulette? As we are now 3 wide for P9. That's the Ryan Blaney scheme who had gotten a little damage earlier. Josh Small.
Yeah, Small still making some action happen. It's a lap down, but he's racing like it is we're at the white flag.
Oh boy. Just I as much as I was scared of it or whatever it may be, we could be getting another Phoenix-esque finish here in the desert. Brian Huntley Jr. makes the outside stick once again in that long run set up for the 88, and we're banging fenders once again right behind it.
Yeah, they're beating, banging, bumping, running. They're doing everything they can.
Looking at the static cam, that just kind of puts the speed into perspective, but nothing ever will unless you get out here to one of these tracks yourself. And iRacing is the same exact way. It simulates the speed. Brian Huntley Jr. Works his way up to P2, and we're looking at side by side back here for P5. Nick Shell, Brandon Moore, and then at side by side right behind these drivers.
Yeah. Brown has kind of got him a 2.5 lead now. He's way out there. Huntley really going to have to either work harder or either hope for a caution or something. But Brown, he's seen a lot of action in his rear view, and he took off, and he's kind of made a little gap there. Everybody else going to try to catch up as fast as they can.
If you're Tyler Myers here, well, now Brian Huntley, this is looking at P2, and then this is P3 and 4 right behind Brian. Guys, is teamwork out of the window here? I mean, I know we're 19 to go. I know we're different manufacturers, different teams, but if anything, to catch Cornelius Brown, who is in a different camera frame over, I mean, goodness gracious. Oh, no. That's not going to be teamwork. That's going to slow the pack down.
Yeah, he got back in there. That 48 was nice enough to let him back in the group. Man, that could have been ugly.
Once again, I'd just like to thank, as we approach 18, coming to 17 laps to go, Justin, you for joining me up in the booth. Everybody here for joining us on Stam Studio Network there in YouTube chat, as well as just a fan watching. We could not do it without you. So this goes out to you guys, this whole lap 18 coming to 17 here. Much appreciated.
We appreciate y'all fine folks tuning in with us on a Tuesday night. We got a lot of good action here in the Bump and Run series here at Las Vegas. These boys have put on a show tonight as we're going to 17 laps to go. Cornelius Brown got a 2.5 second lead. That's what he likes to see, and hoping no caution comes out. Huntley going to do everything in his power to try to run him back down.
Looking 3 wide down the back stretch. That top lane once again gains momentum down the back. And then kind of loses it on corner entry here. Oh, the side draft going to slow that 58 down big time of Nick Shell. I was getting ready to praise the outside line there, but the side draft going to make me think better of it. And I'm going to look back up here to, this is battle for P2, P3 behind Brian Huntley Jr. This looks like pace laps at 160, 180 is another car going low at the right side of your screen.
They ain't checking it up. I mean, we got 16 laps to go, and we're side by side and fighting tooth and nail for the lead. That's not really the lead.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Cornelius Brown, Justin, you might be having a new house to yourself there. Is the 98 still up out front? Yeah, I'm there with, I think there was JT there in YouTube chat. My guy's running P2, and oh boy, this happens one too many times on Cup Series weekends. My pick ends up finishing P2. I know my grandpa and I like to do a little 3-pick action. I know I'm on NASCAR Fantasy as well, and oh, it sucks so much when your pick finishes P2. It's 3 wide once again. Is that between 2 monster cars? The 45, the 28. Robbie Bice running that bottom line.
Gotta stay out the wall there. This 39 has come to life here.
It really
I don't know
has.
where he come from. Like Cotton Eye Joe, I don't know where he come from, where to go, but he has come to life. He's making some headways up to P4. Who is that? Osepek? Is that how you say that?
Yeah, that's Nick Osepek of the 39, and well, okay, if you're talking about the monster car there, that's the 28, then Nick Opek.
That's
there.
Robbie. I'm talking about that. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Robbie
Nick.
there. Oh, no, you're talking about Nick. Sorry.
Nick, yeah. Nick
Opek there. He's actually our second biggest mover of the race, right behind Brian Huntley Jr. He's up 22 spots. Brian Huntley Jr. up 23 spots, and, well, there's the lead in that next camera shot. So this is just going to be a battle for P2. I don't want to speak too soon, Justin. You know how the commentator curse will
we found that out last week.
Yeah, that was last week, yeah. Yeah, especially since you got the house on here, I'll just go ahead and keep quiet. But I'm wishing for a caution. Miguel Campo going to look down the middle of 3 wide as his unfortunate run earlier, but a immaculate save.
He ain't giving up.
Nah, he's not. I mean, none of these bump and run drivers giving up just yet, as they know a caution can come out at any second, as close as this racing has become. But oh my gosh, 3.5 second gap to the leader to P2, and then, well, this is the battle for P2 we're looking at here. Brian, Robert, Nick, second, third, fourth.
Yeah, these guys are not giving up. They don't care if it's a white flag. They don't care if it's lap 1. They got 10 to go, and they ain't giving up yet.
They're going to look side by side once again. I mean, that's going to make my comment look real good from earlier. So much for teamwork. I understand they're under different manufacturers as well as different teammates, essentially. But, well, Tyler Myers, Kyler McCarthy going at it, as these guys are at another pace lap at 180 miles per hour. 24. Justin, I don't think we've seen Kyler McCarthy come up from the bottom of the track at all tonight.
No, these guys have laid it all out there. As Myers kind of dropping back there. I'm wondering if he wore up those tires early on in that run, and he's really dropping now. But Huntley forced to take his back. Oh, off the wall. Oh, Campo almost lost it again. We're 3 wide, coming to the stripe again. Goodness.
It's like the one time the 24 came up off the bottom there on exit and it pancakes the wall. Saw some evasive action going on the further back of the pack, but these drivers... Oh, no. Oh, no. Save it. Is that Chris Campbell? It is. We saved it. We're still green, boys. Back
the
up
wall is not your friend unless you're Ross Chastain at Martinsville. The wall is not your friend.
No, and didn't they have to write a rule about that, or I don't know the exact ruling, but I think
they made it not fun anymore.
Yeah. Got to protect the fans, I think, is what NASCAR mentioned.
You gonna tell me some fans gonna be mad if they see that? No, no, they ain't.
They may leave with a piece of shrapnel, maybe toe link sticking out of their head, but I think it was all worth it to see a Ross Chastain Martinsville move there. Oh no, Justin, no.
Oh my gosh, we've got a Mad Dog Graphics caution coming out on the Speedway. Oh, we're wadded up on the front stretch. Oh my goodness. Does this mean we're gonna have a green white checkered? Call your
I'm
mama,
crying.
call your grandmama. It's that time.
This should result in a green-white checker. And let me check the iRacing UI on how many. We have three chances at a green-white checkered here from the gambling city, the one, the only Las Vegas. And oh man, Justin, let's take a look, see what happens. Looks like Tyler Myers. Oh no, Miguel Campo definitely involved. Brandon Moore as well. This is coming off the exit of turn 4, heading right into the grandstands. Oh, this is gonna be a big incident. 8 gets turned, locks it down. That is Miguel Campo who gets involved. The 23. Can we see a good run? There, I'm trying to get a good look at the Twitch name there to shout out.
Oh my gosh, Anthony Lane about got taken
Dude,
out.
Justin, once again, what's up with the ARCA breaks tonight? I know it's kind of a full moon, but my goodness.
You gamble. You don't know if you're gonna get taken out or not. So we're gonna go back and look here. This wreck pretty much started right here in 3 and 4.
Okay.
Campo gonna see the shot there and he's gonna take it. I mean, we're at, less than 10 laps. You gotta take every chance you can get. Moore gonna kind of drift up the racetrack, bump into Campo. Campo gonna ride up
Oh, does
and
he
there's
take out the 45?
45.
Oh my gosh.
The 45 is lucky he didn't take a lot more spots. He's going to go he's going to go through the grass. I'm sure the lawn and maintenance crew at Las Vegas is not going to be happy about that.
Nah, Tyler Myers, look at the divots. Oh boy, he said that best. No,
Oh.
don't come into the, no!
Bang! No!
Oh, Tyler Myers,
Oh.
such a good run tonight. I thought he was going to make it through. Matter of fact, let's hop on board with Tyler Myers this wreck here.
I got it.
I got it. You got to get off the gas once you're in the grass.
No, bang! Reminds me of the scene from SpongeBob. He's like, you got it, and he backs the boat to the wall. And you're good.
It's that one. I've also made reference to the Austin Powers. I'm sure you've seen.
Oh, when
that,
he's back in the
Yeah.
the little golf cart.
Beep, beep, and then you back and forth. I guess that's more road racing, but
You know what that was? You know what that was?
What was
That was an anaconda squeeze.
You got me on that one. Let's take one more look at Miguel. And I mean, you gotta get off the gas here once you get on the grass. But sorry to back this up here, but
Gas, no grass.
Yeah, big
Grass, no gas. Said it backwards. My
I
bad.
understand he got shoved into there. There's nowhere to. Wait a second. Okay, this is on board with Miguel here, not Tyler. Excuse me. Yeah, that's big damage for Miguel, and here we will hop on board with Tyler. Sorry about that. Get off the gas. Get off. He's all right, but
That's
there
Tyler
we
up
were on
there.
board.
That's Tyler. Is that the 17?
Yeah, this is the 17, Tyler Massey. We were on board with Tyler Myers when he went, head first into the wall. And I don't know, Justin. Too many Tylers, I guess. But this should result in, we'll be coming to our first green-white checkered attempt of the night.
Stack them and rack them, boys.
Justin,
Put your big boy pants on and let's go.
do you think this could be 4 green-white checkers with this being I think this should be a natural green-white checker here, so this could present 4 different opportunities, but hopefully we get around cleanly here.
Yeah, and Sean, before we get going back green here, I'm interested to see who went in and got them fresh tires and who did not. Robbie Bice, Tyler McCarthy going to bring us to the green flag here. Who
Looks
got
like
2, who got 4. It's going to be a good run here as we're going back to green in Vegas. Green, white, checkered time.
Everybody
Hope you got
near
your cards
the front getting
ready to
those
go.
green, the new tires last time by, but yeah, this is going to be a battle up here for the front. Justin,
Who's gonna drive
we're
it
getting
in?
2x2, 3x3.
Bink, bank, bump. Who cares? We're going into 3 and 4. Almost to the checker.
Chris
Hell.
Campbell once again. Well, he gets through it. Oh, he saved it.
Yeah, I'm going to save it. We're going to get to the white flag. Next flag.
Side by side
race.
for the lead.
Robbie Bice, Kyler McCarthy, side by side for the lead. Three
White
wide,
flag is
almost in
out.
the corner.
Anything's going to
Cornelius. Cornelius is going to be mad if he don't pull this out. He's got a heck of a run going off into 3 and 4, side by side with third place. He's going to have a heck of a run coming off the corner. Kyler going to go to the middle.
Robbie Bice.
Bice.
Robbie
Here
Bice.
we go. Oh!
Robbie Bice.
Robbie Bice. Oh, the win. Cornelius going to get spun at the stripe.
Robbie Bice. Congratulations. Vegas is yours, buddy.
Gambled and played the cards right.
Robbie.
Words of Kenny Rogers. You got to know when to hold up.
Know
when to
fold up. Know when
Holy
to walk
cow.
away and know when to run. Robbie Bice, 28. Take that car. Robbie, if you're listening, man, take that car to Victory Lane. That's something iRacing just released for Vegas. After your burnouts, man, drive that thing up into Victory Lane. You deserved it. And the Ford Mustang number 28.
Burn it down, baby.
Out of Montgomery, Justin.
Yeah,
That's so close
Robbie.
to you. There you go, buddy.
Alabama, yeah, that's about 2 hours south, but Alabama taking the home, baby.
Hey, these Alabama drivers are not just known for their super speedway talent. Got a little mile and a half in them as well. Kyler McCarthy can. Oh, sorry for saying winner there. That should be P2. I'm gonna fix that real quick. P2 there. Congratulations, Kyler McCarthy. I don't think he left the bottom the whole race except that green-white checkered. Congratulations, P2. And then Justin's pick, unfortunately, lost the house on, but he'll be back next week. Cornelius Brown finishing P3. Oh boy. All right. Before we get moving to driver interviews here, let's take a look at the whole white flag lap. And that could have been Vegas Part 2. Thankfully not. That's going to save me some work, thankfully. But here we go. Robbie Bice, Kyler McCarthy up here.
Yeah, you almost get 3 wide. You really do get 3 wide right there between the 58, the 88, and the 98. Just a bunch of 8s right there together. And Cornelius had a heck of a run coming through 3 and 4, and I think he was going to try to make this outside work the best he could, but Kyler kind of put the middle on him and kind of put the block on him. One in there, Cornelius got a little bit loose. Robbie Bice going to have the inside lane. That's the preferred lane. Kyler going to have a heck of a run coming off the corner there.
Oh, the 28 going around.
Bang.
So we'll cut to that in just a little bit. Oh boy, here we go. It's so close to Vegas Part 2, or excuse me, Phoenix, but yeah, 28, there you see it. Just crosses the line. About a 1/10 of a second front there of Kyler McCarthy. As there goes the spin for Cornelius Brown, getting tagged by Brian Huntley Jr. after the line. No harm, no foul there. Well, it's after the line. All right, Justin, now that we've taken a look at the final replay here, we're going to take a quick ad break, shout out the sponsors once again, and we're going to get moving into our top 3 interview. Once again, like to shout out Admin Box, Mad Dog Graphics, Extreme Scoring, as well as Bearded Barrett Designs. We wouldn't be here without you guys. I don't think, Justin, you would be here either if you were so appreciate everybody. We can work our way into some interviews now. Okay, I don't see any drivers in the waiting room at the moment, so Robbie, Kyler, Cornelius, be sure to, if you want, obviously, make your way down to the broadcast waiting room. And we'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back here on SSN.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back.
In City, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, where we have Robbie Bice up here in the booth with you. Robbie, you got a copy, man?
Yeah, one of them.
Oh my gosh, congratulations on the win here today. I mean, this was such a long race, but it totally came down to kind of that last strategy call. And just to make sure we have this right, were you on 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles?
You're right size only. I plenty of gas, so
Oh my
Kyler
gosh.
and I, who are teammates, decided to take right size only. My left sides were like 93, 94, so they were really good. So really didn't have an issue of car actually. I mean, it was only for 3 laps, so
Yeah.
for 3 laps, it was definitely a gamble.
That was right, Justin, in the words of you, as well as the name's escaping my mind right now, but you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah,
Kenny Rogers.
There you go. When to walk away and when to run. Robbie, you ran away with the win today. Justin, do you have
I
anything
don't know
for
about
our
that.
race winner?
I had a good car, but traffic was horrible.
It's tough on the dirty air, especially as it washes across the nose. I was running Xfinity a couple days ago, and gosh, I feel you there, man, but able to come away with the win. Robbie, do you have anybody that you'd like to shout out or thank for you to be able to race with us here this Tuesday night?
Just Kyler, my teammate, and Bill, who got a speeding penalty earlier, and he got damaged, had to leave. And then, of course, my boy Fitz is not here tonight. He had to miss the race, so I just messaged him, and he's like, there you go. So, those guys for sure.
Alrighty, Justin, you got anything for our man, Robbie?
I don't. Attaboy, good job tonight. And wait, that boy, little bobbing and weaving, missing some wrecks, and got to win tonight. Attaboy.
Hey, Justin, aren't you from Alabama?
I am, yes, sir. A little bit north of Birmingham.
So am I.
Hey, how about Alabama bringing it home tonight, baby?
I won't be so lucky
today.
Congratulations to Robbie Bice on that win. Kyler, you got a copy, buddy.
Yeah, I got y'all loud and clear.
Hey, Fort Worth, Texas. There we go. That's one of my Texas buddies right there. Saw you running the bottom the whole time tonight, or what seemed like until that green-white checkered. Is that just in the setup, or your preferences only, or what was going on in the 24 camp tonight?
Just the setup. I mean, this thing really likes the bottom. It did okay in that second lane. I did some searching with the third lane, and it really didn't like it. So I just stuck to what the setup builder told me to stay on the bottom, and that's what we did.
Ended up working out for you, and I see you're, or at least Rain from over there in Fort Worth, Texas. Before they blow up Texas Motor Speedway, I'm down here in Austin. I'll make that drive up and watch one more Cup race there before the nuke is applied. But congratulations once again to P2 on a mile and a half. And anybody you'd like to shout out? Thank you.
Just got to shout out Robbie, my teammate. Thank you for bringing me on. Everybody at Nitro Setup Shop. If you don't have one of these, go get them. They're badass. And then everybody that tunes in, all my friends. Yeah.
I appreciate you, Kyler McCarthy there coming in P2 in that number 24 Chevy Camaro. Congratulations once again, and we can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Go battle for it at Homestead.
My favorite track here in the next gen. Cornelius Brown, we got a copy, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, walk us through it. You were from the back to the front, or well, not back, from P5 to the front to P3 to the front, and then we'll walk through it now on the green flag. What was going through your mind the whole race tonight, and you were so close to getting that win here?
Yeah, I was trying to keep a clean car under me. I felt like I had pretty good speed. I was hoping everything would play out right, which it kind of did once I got up front and had clean air. Pretty much checked out, and I was definitely didn't want that caution to come out, but unfortunately, it came out with a couple to go, and we had to settle for P3.
That was fun, really, to watch you work your way up and down through the field tonight. Is there anybody or any company that you'd like to thank for you to be able to race with us here this Tuesday night?
I just thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, pretty much. And we'll be here next week to do it again and hopefully come with a win.
Well, Justin, you got anything for any of our top 3 runners before we sign out of here and catch our plane rides home?
I don't. Cornelius, great run tonight, buddy. Thought you had it. Didn't work out, but hey, we'll take a P3 and we'll move on to Homestead.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys, this has been a production of course, the one, the only Stam Studio Network. This has been Sean Stam, Justin Yaw up in the booth. We're going to run through your race finishers before we head on out of here. You got Robbie Bice, of course. Congratulations on P1. Kyler McCarthy, Cornelius Brown, second, third, and then Ryan Huntley Jr., Nick Shell, Joshua Higbaugh, Nick, Tyler, Justin, Chris Campbell rounding out that top 10. Got Brandon Moore, Josh Small, Robert Hooligan, Xavier Salgado, Robert, Miguel, Christopher, Anthony, Austin Mice, Tyler Myers rounding out that top 20. And then 21st through 24th being Joe, Pete, Bill Hales, and Terry Dougie. Appreciate everybody joining here on Stam Studio Network tonight, making this possible. Make sure you hit that like button if you like what you saw. And if not, let us know down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button regardless. And we'll see you next time. This has been Sean Stam, Justin Yaw.